Okay, I finished this 2 weeks ago. This is Authority, which is the second book in the Southern Reach trilogy. It's the direct sequel to Annihilation. I wish I could describe what about the entire series is so appealing to me, but there's just some exploration of the unknown. I think marine biology was always fascinating to me as a kid growing up because there's so much that we don't know about the ocean, right? It takes up so much of the Earth's surface, but there's so much that we still don't know. There's things that we're still learning. There are creatures that we constantly discover that we think, oh, they couldn't live in these conditions, and oh, well, there they are. Area X gives that vibe to me. So Area X is the area in this series that the government, or I guess the Southern Reach, which is just a company, it's kind of a corporation, they are trying to discover what makes Area X what it is. Why does it act the way that it does? It's kind of like I think the closest likeness that I can think of would be kind of like Chernobyl, an area that was hit by something atomic. Now, this wasn't hit, Area X wasn't, as far as they know, wasn't hit by something atomic, but something appeared that caused the area to mutate and react differently to the way normal nature does. They send people in, they come back out different, or they don't come back out at all, or they come back out and then they have crazy side effects. But the second book takes such a different approach from the first book, Annihilation. So Annihilation is written in first person. You don't have any names of any of the characters. It's very interesting writing, and it's written so well. This book continues the trend of fantastic writing, characters that feel very fleshed out and real and have their own motivations, but it's written from a third person perspective, and there are lots of names of the characters, so a more traditional novel. But the great thing is, or the thing that was so appealing about this book to me, is that there's no real answer still solidified, but you just can't help but be drawn into the mystery. It's like watching every episode of X Files. You're like, okay, when are they going to get to the good part? But you're still enjoying the episodes that you're watching because it's just a cool concept overall. When I was a kid, I remember my older cousin bought this game called Prince of Persia Warrior Within. And every time I would go to his house, he would be no further. He would just restart the game and play the same part over and over. And I asked him one time, like, why are you doing that? And he said, well, I really don't want it to end. I want to get my money's worth out of it. I really want it to last a long time. Now I understand all these years later what he meant because this book series has given me the same feeling. I'm excited to read 3 and 4, but I'm nervous for them to end.